Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode, we are back in West Palm Beach. The next couple of videos are going to be from a vacation I went on, a little road trip. No spoilers, but we do have Litwitck Community Day, which is going to be absolutely amazing. We got to pop Lucky Egg, got to pop Star Piece real quick before we start checking all these Litwicks. Litwick is a brand new shiny, so I'm very excited about this. So let's go ahead, check all these Litwick. So many candles. Oh my god. I feel like I'm in a candle store. This is absolutely nuts. At least it's an easy Pokemon to tell whether or not it's shiny. As we are back, it's kind of crazy. I feel like Zora right now. Nothing happened, you know? Like a week ago, and now I'm here. We checked every single Litwick here in the first minute, and no shiny Litwicks. But we do have a Professor Willow. Joe, is it just me or is there a ghostly chill in the air? It could have something to do with those lights over there. They belong to Litwick, the candle Pokemon. Litwick is known to leech off the light force of any who follow it. The younger the light this Pokemon absorbs, the brighter and eerier the flame on its head burns. It makes it a pretty ominous candle, when you say. Litwick appearing in such force makes them a perfect chance to learn more about them. Let's just get close up and see for yourself. Just be careful not to let Litwick lead you anywhere. Alright, well, guess it's time to go ahead and catch all these Pokemon. And we got Shiny Litwick #1 of the day. Let's go! It is a tiny little thing, but very cool. Now, Litwick's been out for several years now, so I already have a few 98% Litwicks, so really the only thing would be a hundo that I'm looking for today. So I'm very excited to get my first shiny in the first half hour. However, a storm is quickly rolling in, which I do not appreciate, but we got our first little shiny Litwick, so I'm very excited. And we got shiny Litwick #2. The drizzle is stopping, which is fantastic, because I honestly don't like car hunting. So very excited that it's starting to clear up a little bit. There's still lots of storm clouds though in the sky, depending on which direction you look. But we got our second shiny, and I think I'm gonna try and check in on more shinies today, because I feel like I don't always check in, and all of a sudden it's like, well, you went through this whole video, we got to talk to Professor Willow a lot, but you went from having 2 shinies to 16 and didn't show us how. So we're gonna check in a few more times than normal. Just show off all the shinies. So just a little while later actually, we have shiny #3, and this is the first one over 100 CP, which is really nice. So we have shiny Litwick #3, super cool, and continuing on with the adventure. And we have shiny #4, another one over 100 CP, which is again really nice. Mega Charizard coming in to help with that buddy assist. And that gives us enough for the whole family, which is super cool. We do have to transfer some Pokemon or power up a Pokemon, something like that, for the next stage of the research. But we are very quickly also getting up to almost 296 for this. Alright, and we got a Litwick #5? Litwick #5. And honestly, it's kind of dope to just kind of be doing this again. Like, I don't know when I stopped checking in for every shiny, but honestly, it's cool. It's like I don't know, nostalgic almost. I feel like with Classic Community Day Dratini coming back, I feel like that's kind of what's inspiring this, because way back in the first year Community Days, each shiny was so incredible that nowadays we get 4, 5, 6 shinies in a row, or not in a row. That'd be crazy. We get 4, 5, 6 shinies, and it's expected almost. But I think it's really cool to kind of check in on each shiny. That being said, it's only been 20 minutes since our first one, and we have 6 now, or 5 now. So very cool. as I missed that one. Been dialing in a little bit more on like the grades and excellence, so I'm getting a little bit more XP, which is really nice. I did check, we were just shy of 26 million at the start of this, and we did not have 200 Litwick XLs. I think we had like 100 Litwick XLs, because I was really waiting for today, especially because I do have like several 98s I've saved and just never evolved. Hello? Dang it. It is raining a little bit again, so I'm going to try and get over to the park and hopefully get some park spawns, because I want to get out of this and get into a park. I like parks. Anyways, let's get going. Alright, so we actually ran into yet another Shiny Litwick, and we're back to under 100 CP. But, you know, I think it's really dope. I really enjoy getting a lot of shinies. Like, it's nice. Alright, and we got another Shiny Litwick, which is super dope, and we also have done what we need to do for the research, so we can go ahead and progress with that as we are moving into hour 2 of the event. I checked like 10 minutes ago, and so far no hundos, but that can always change. Also, we get some Pokeballs, which desperately needed actually, after using Pokemon as souvenirs for the past like week. I am running low on resources. not the berries. I'm always loaded on berries. We're not working with a whole lot when it comes to Pokeballs today. As normally I try and get like at least 400 Pokeballs ready and like 200 of each of the other ones. This is the lowest I've been on resources in a while. So that is one thing to consider. As let's get a baseline for what research is. 406 bad. Okay. Closer to 500 good. As it is a very windy day, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of work in editing. 2000 dust there, an incense, and an encounter with a Litwick. Not a shiny. Is this one better? It is not better. It is maybe like one of the IVs got flipped. Professor Willow, you're killing me here, dog. But let's go ahead and see what the next stage of the research is and what Professor Willow has to say. It's not Professor Willow, it's Ree. Good day, trainer. Professor Willow has tasked you with investigating Litwick, is it? The flame on its head is certainly alluring. A Pokemon that can bring light to its surroundings. What could be the source of its brilliant glow? Life force, Professor Willow says. Peculiar. I wonder, would those flames transform if Litwick were to evolve? What are your thoughts, Joe? Alright, so I'm guessing I have to evolve a Litwick. Evolve 3 Litwick, transfer 10 Pokemon, and catch 15 Litwick. Let's go ahead and shiny check some Litwicks real quick. We haven't really done this on camera for a second. And then we're actually going to be invited to a Hisuian Braviary raid. Interesting. I did one in, I think, North Florida in one of my adventures. Did not get the shiny, but honestly, this whole past week, nothing happened. I can't say anything. That's right. They're all going to be future videos. But let's go ahead and find our shinies. Shiny in age 0 specifically. We got 7 so far. Let's go ahead and IV check these bad boys. No. Oh, that's some PvP-ish IVs if it was good for PvP. Honestly, Lampent sometimes gets recommended. Who are you? Were you this one? You're this one. Alright, I'm going to evolve you into a Lampent. Because sometimes Lampent can be spicy. For certain like cups and whatnot. And Chandelure is very squishy. Also, we got all the move update information for Poltergeist. Is that the move that we're going with? We're going with Poltergeist. That is super cool. Oh my god. Yo, that looks so much better in person. Did we get any good ones though? Like, even like remotely good? No. God. Okay, you got 15 attack. So this is going to be my littlest Chandelure ever. The smallest little baby of a Chandelure. Bro, like, I knew what it looked like, but it looks so much better in person. Oh my god. Like, look at that flame. The purple just pops. Very cool. And then let's use a Unova Stone to evolve our Litwick. We do get like 5 Unova Stones in like a super easy timed research that I kind of breezed right through off camera. So you get some Unova Stones like for the hookup. And there we go. Chandelure looking nice. Very cool. I love that. That's a very good looking shiny. But Poltergeist is terrible. We actually got the move analysis done through Pokemon Go Hub, and it is worse than Shadow Ball. Like, it's an Earthquake / Fire Blast like clone, so it's not a bad move per se, but Shadow Ball just makes it even better. So Chandelure is a top tier ghost type attacker, top tier fire type attacker, so good, like a top 5 in both if you're not counting like megas and like shadows and stuff like that. Chandelure absolutely amazing, but not with its Community Day move. Community Day move just kind of gives it a nuke move. So I guess you could run like a Shadow Ball plus Poltergeist, like double move, but honestly, Shadow Ball just does more damage per second than Poltergeist does. So not really a Community Day move that you want, but getting lots of Chandelure and lots of good ones is not bad, because you can get one for a ghost attacker, one for a fire type attacker. You can get one for like Master League Classic if you wanted. Again, it's very squishy, but Shadow Ball is so good. And there's so many psychic types in Master League. So it's really a good Pokemon to have a couple of, because it is good as both typings, as a Shadow type, as a Ghost type attacker, and as a Fire type attacker. And if we ever get the Shadow form of Litwick, it would be absolutely disgusting. It would be so broken. Shadow Ball, Chandelure does ridiculous damage in theory. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to the adventure. Check back in when we get another shiny. And we got another shiny Litwick. Super cool. Now, unfortunately, I'm being invited to quite a few raids that I'm just not doing, because I really do want to focus on getting like some good Litwicks, because I found out the 98s I have actually don't have 15 in attack, so I wouldn't mind getting a 15 attack Litwick. Also, as we just saw, all of our shinies prior to this one are not good, so I would really like to get like a nice shiny Litwick. And we got another one. Very cool. And I missed the rate, made the contact, but very cool. I actually really enjoy kind of getting this walk in also, just because I have been on vacation, so I kind of need the extra walking. But very cool. Hey guys, so I was actually gonna head back over to the car and head on over to Commons Park, where lots more stops, and I only have like 25 Pokeballs left. So I was gonna head over there, but I just got a message that there is a 100% wild Litwick over by Trees Wings, which if you've never been and you live in Royal Palm Beach, what are you doing? But I'm heading over there right now, because that's actually walking distance from where I am, and I'm not too far away. So I'm gonna just, and that's a good thing about walking, is I can go straight through these buildings and kind of do a little detour and, you know, shortcut. So I'm out here. I'm on the hunt. All right, so we got it. It's this little guy right here, 14 CP, little Litwick right here, 100%. Thank you, John, for hitting me up. And I was like, yo, you got to tell me exactly where this thing is. No response. But he told me the general direction. that was good enough. I got it. Super cool. I also just met a whole squad of Team Instinct people. Super cool. Super nice people. But yo, how much does this cost to power up? How much dust do I need? Alright. So, we're not level 15 this, but maybe during Halloween. Maybe as a little Halloween special. But now I gotta save my dust and not touch anything else. And we are now at Commons Park. And I have 2 Pokeballs, 1 Great Ball, and Ultra Balls for 40 more minutes of Community Day, which is why I'm here, because there's so many more stops. So along the way to get to this point, however, we did catch a few shinies, so there are not every single shiny has been documented, but a good amount have. But I also do need to start really focusing on spinning stops and catching Pokemon as efficiently as possible. So the camera is going to be going away for the moment, at least until the end of Community Day in 41 minutes. Alright, so I kind of forgot that we had special research that we were supposed to be doing. So I'm now going to quickly do this while it's still raining. So we're going to go ahead and catch this Lampent. We're going to talk to Ree. We're going to do all that kind of fun stuff, as it is still currently raining, which is highly unfortunate. So as we do this, we're going to go ahead and catch whatever research Pokemon we have in this stack. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm super excited about that. Man, getting one of those research ones is always nice. So we are going to do this. We have more than enough Litwick XL candies. Professor Will is back, cool. And we gotta do this with like 14 minutes left. Wow, Joe, you went looking for a Litwick and came back with a lamp. I kid, I know a Lampent when I see one, and it was Ree who suggested you help Litwick evolve. That's great, we can always learn more when encouraged by our friends. So let me tell them about Lampent. While it often pretends to be a lamp, Lampent is usually feared as an emissary of death. Through cities it wanders, searching for the spirits of the fallen. Spooky but appropriate for the season. And what a sight that fire is. I'm sure you and Ree would get a kick out of seeing Lampent's evolution Chandelure too, but a word of caution, Joe. They say spirits burned up in Chandelure's ominous flame lose their way and wander this world forever. Evolve 1 Lampent, 3 great curveball throws, transfer 10 Pokemon. I'm going to do that real quick, and then it seems like the rain is starting to let up. Alright, so we got another Shiny Litwick here. Let me just double check I'm recording on both cameras. Alright, I am. Sweet. And with that, that is going to be our last curveball throw. Actually, I think we may have completed it 1 Litwick before this, but it's now sort of kind of not raining. Like, there's still a little drizzle, but let's go ahead and finish up our research before Community Day expires. And even though the special research wouldn't go away, it would be a little more difficult to complete this, even though Litwick is spawning as literally part of both the Festival of Lights and as a Halloween. Actually, what is it, a Halloween spawn? I don't remember. That new Pokemon. Oh, my apologies, Joe. I was preoccupied gazing at the flame your Pokemon is emanating. Ree, just stay away from the fire ghost lamp. The swaying of its arms is rather hypnotic. It's called Chandelure, is it? I get it. It's also like a lure. I get it. And Professor Willow said its flames can burn up spirits? An unsettling thought. The Pokemon we studied today could easily be seen as frightening, yet I believe there is a lesson we can take from them. No matter how dark the world becomes, a little light always persists. Thank you for teaching me that lesson once again, Joe. Take care, and I will see you again. Cool. Alright, so Community Day officially over. Let's go ahead, check for hundos. Did we get anything in the last, few minutes or anything. No, just our one hundo, which we saw super cool. And again, I'm gonna wait actually until I get all the Stardust and just do everything at once. Plus, like I said before in the video, the community day move is not that good, so it's not going on my hundo. Now, what about the other thing? Shiny and Age 0, we got 24 shiny Pokemon in this 3 hours, with like 30 minutes of it, maybe a little bit longer, being stuck inside of a pavilion because of the rain. And we're just gonna kind of go through all these because I haven't really checked any. Oh, hello, you're not bad. And the camera battery is dying, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that's it for today's episode. If you did like it, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe, and as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.